So here's your honey. This is all capped honey right here. And there's a hot knife. And the hot knife just shaves off the top. And then the honey just kind of falls out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to send you some links. It's really cool places you can go to learn more about it. But lots of YouTube videos. And we'll see if we can get you
No.
if that's what you want to do.
Lucky dude. Dude.
Tastes a little bit like, wow.
Hi, I'm David Burns, and I'm passionate, I'm intense about beekeeping. I've been keeping bees for a long time, and I've been making YouTube videos on beekeeping for well over a dozen years. I have a lot of videos on YouTube on beekeeping, but one thing I've never done in all the years I've been putting YouTube videos up for beekeeping, I've never done a basic how to keep bees video. And so that's what I want to do today. I want to offer you a video to help those of you that are brand new to beekeeping, or maybe
I'm streaming the video. I'm streaming it live on Facebook.
How are you able to do that?
Doing a screen share.
This is the honey super. As you can see, it's a box like this. It fits on top of another box. And inside of it, though, they're on frames. Now, these are undrawn. That means we use Rockport Texas City material. Some wood frame with a food-grade plastic insert with beeswax added to it. So the bees draw that out and it goes wider. And they'll make a comb on top of this imprint. The hexagon imprint already is there. Speeds up. So there's 10 of these in the box that you can see here. And next below that one, we have the same thing, only since it's a hive body, this is where the bees are going to raise all their young. Similar frame, only 3 inches long. And so you have to have 2 of these if you live where I do in the north. If you get way far south, a lot of beekeepers only use 1 bee. But because we go through winter here in Illinois and in the north, we have to have 2 of these so the bees can have enough stored resources to make it through the winter. Eventually, we get down to the bottom board. The bottom board is commonly referred to as the screen bottom board now. This helps control drone lights and on lights can fall through this, and it also increases ventilation. So in the summertime, when the bees are trying to dry out the nectar to make honey, this will increase their opportunity to get all that moisture on high. But if you really enjoy it, you get rid of the draw.
Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. I'm streaming the. Are you watching the meeting?
Yeah, I just clicked on. I'm not through Zoom through what's your live feed.
Okay, cool. All right.
So what have they done so far?
That's what she's read in the comments.
Hey, did you see this? Did you see the Zoom meeting at all?
No, I just clicked on.
Andrew and I basically started making comments. What's under Christy's name? But Christy and Andrew started making comments, and they cut off the chat. Yep. You know?
Are these recorded?
Yeah, and now we're recording them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need to make a push that they need to do a live feed. They don't want that. I mean, but I think that there's a lot of people who don't Zoom, and they could, if depending on the number of people that the city has on their account.
Yeah.
I thought you had to pay to have more. My son said you can have as many people on there as you want.
It's not much.
Zoom is, if you don't pay for it, only lasts 45 minutes. Like, can log back in.
Maybe he just doesn't know he doesn't pay the bill. His company does. So, no, I just started watching it. I've been doing yard work all day.
Okay. Can you hear Andrew speak or anything?
No, I didn't hear any of it. Did he get to speak? I thought they weren't going to let anybody speak.
They did, and then Vicky goes, "Look, all of this, and 3 people show up to speak. One for the petition, two against. This is just the way it was."
Really? Well,
Yeah.
Andrew, because I asked Andrew, and he said no, they're not allowing anyone to speak in person.
Yeah, I know, and then they changed it.
Well, crap.
Andrew said.
Who spoke against?
Phil and Lynn Powers, the lady,
And she kept calling it a bond.
and she kept on calling it bond.
And saying how much misinformation there
Well,
was
what was
out
her
there.
reasoning for being against it?
They didn't have any. Lynn Powers said we were like making stuff up.
That she kept
Um, And the Key Legro lady said,
It's terrible that we waited this long. Like 6 weeks.
yeah, we had 6 weeks.
Tell her how you feel about the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I made a comment about the Boy Scouts, and they're like, I made a comment about the Boy Scouts, and Vicky's like, it's not, she goes, it's the Boy Scout building, but they're building it for everybody.
That doesn't even make sense.
Patrick, hey, are you reading the live? Here, I gotta let you go. I'm trying to type and talk. All right, bye-bye.
What's happening here? Who's Patrick King? The
That's
brother?
Andrew's brother.
So he's saying this meeting's bad?
Yes.
He wants it in May too?
be sure the packages on, even before you buy your equipment, make sure you secure your keys in some place. We recommend you find a good, reliable source for your honey bees, somebody that's done it for a while. Be careful about buying bees from somebody who know their reputation. But once you shake them in here, then you don't add these boxes. Instead, you wait until the hive kind of gets pulling out some of these frames, adding wax to them. You get about 5 frames. You have this box, 5 frames. You can add your honey super. So, how do you get started in beekeeping? We kind of talked about the equipment, some basic things that we use to feed bees and get them rolling. Well, first of all, let me say it is imperative that you do take a class. And
What's going on?
It's important that you find a class where it's taught by someone who's well knowledgeable on beekeeping. They call certified beekeepers now. And
You gotta let me work on it later. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
in dealing with pests and disease, this can be a challenge today. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. Beekeeping isn't magic. You just don't throw bees in the fire. You know what you're doing. It's just like if you bought a brand new car and you didn't know how to drive it, it would be disaster. First, you have to learn how to drive it. Then you drive it, right? So it's the same way with beekeeping. It's really imperative that you know what you're doing, or else you're going to be very disappointed. I really believe today that a lot of bees, majority of the bees that we see perishing, we hear about those dying. Unfortunately, they're dying because of poor management, mismanaged hives by new beekeepers who really failed to educate themselves on beekeeping. Now, I don't have time in these videos to give you a whole day or two of obviously instructions on how to keep bees, but if there's somebody in your area, you don't have to take one of my classes. I'm not trying to get you to do that, although I'm proud of the classes I offer, of course, but certainly find someone who's reputable that has classes. We have online classes, and educate yourself during the winter months. So you'll be ready to roll. So as a certified
We're gonna get rolling on the beans, babe.
You were not doing bees, baby.
We're not?
Remember, we were gonna do
Yep.
gill pond. Hey, man, what are you doing?
He's getting home.
Hey, jump on Facebook, man. I'm streaming the session live.
Okay.
All right.
I'm waiting for someone to come fix my put a cartridge in my what you call it in my shower right quick. So
Yeah. All right.
I'll try to get on it. Okay.
All right. Cool. Later, bro.
Basic information that you're going to need to know to get rolling. Again, I just can't take time today. I'm just giving you a basic overview of what you need to plan for. So, inspecting your hive about every 2 to 3 weeks, making sure the queen is healthy. She's laying a lot of eggs. The queen, there's only one queen in here. Out of when the hive gets full size, there's 40 to 80,000 bees. One queen. Now, one queen lays approximately 1 to 3,000 eggs a day. I did not misspeak. 1 to 3,000 eggs a day. And so you need to make sure she's healthy. These bees in the summertime only live about 35 to 45 days. Usually die of being, I guess, working themselves to death. They're quickly replaced by the eggs of the queen layers. So in the summertime, you've got to be aware that you're going to have a strong queen. If you lose your queen or if she isn't laying that many eggs as she's supposed to, your hive will go down in population, and then your hive will eventually perish. Spend a lot of time, money, learning beekeeping. Watch your queen. So you're going to have to invest that much time in inspecting your colony. You can add as many supers as you want. Once they fill this one up, you don't have to harvest it. You can add another one on top of it, on top of that one. Some people have really tall hives with a lot of these honey supers being filled up with honey. Generally, the first year, the bees are adding so much wax
shit.
to the nest area that they're not able to make enough wax to really turn all that nectar into honey in the supers. The second year is generally when you get most of your honey from a hive. But I've had a lot of customers tell me in the first year they've got 100, 200 pounds of everybody. Thanks for watching my video on how to become a beekeeper. I've given you the basic of basic elements. This is by no means a beginner's class or a basic class at all. Those classes can take anywhere from 5 to 20 hours or more to really help a beekeeper know the basics of becoming a beekeeper. I do encourage you to take a class. It is, in my opinion, essential for you to be a successful beekeeper. But my video today hopefully has given you at least enough information to whet your appetite to pursue the beekeeping endeavor that you know you want to do. If you like this video, please subscribe down in the corner below or like it. We'd love to do more videos, and when you subscribe and like our videos, it challenges us to do more. We'll see you next time.
Anything new? I gotta be better about picking this food when I've done it in a couple of days. I'm just so tired.
What did Vicky say at first?
She said something to the effect of how only a few people spoke, 2 of them for it. Yeah, I'm not even sure what to call it. There's dwarf Yukon holly.
This is dwarf Yukon holly, a low-growing evergreen shrub that is really very indestructible. I would consider this one of the toughest plants there is. If you have wet conditions or dry conditions or all sorts of different soil conditions, this may be a plant that would work for you where you've had difficulty growing other plants. Dwarf Yukon hollies make a perfect little low-growing dome. It can reach maybe 2 to 3 feet in height and 3 to 4 feet width. Dwarf Yukon hollies are best in zone 7 to 11. I've never really seen this plant damaged in zone 7, but I'm almost thinking that it could almost certainly be tried in 6B, especially as a foundation plant. I probably wouldn't put it in any open space, but I think on a foundation, this plant is definitely worth trying. In terms of the rate of growth, Dwarf Yukon holly, this is a slow-growing shrub. It's only going to reach 2 or 3 feet in height, and a little wider than tall. We might add 2 or 3 inches of growth out of these a year. Really the perfect rate of growth, because it's rarely going to be pruned. If you prune 6 inches off of this plant, that's going to buy you 2 and maybe 3 years before you have to really get after it. Dwarf Yukon hollies can grow in either sun or shade. Frequently, I see these listed as sun or part shade. I actually have these growing in very shady conditions in my house, and they're just absolutely fantastic. I think that it really doesn't matter. I feel quite full even in a shady space, and these plants could absolutely cook in the full sun. I just don't think it matters. It's a native plant, and it seems to be a little more adaptable to the space that you put it in. This plant can be used pretty much anywhere you need a low
Turn down, will you please, babe?
The only thing that's ever competing is roof on the street. And it just looks fantastic. There's just a lot of shade, perfect little mini roof.
Yeah.
We don't want one of those. That's just to help them too.
Hey, can y'all hear me when I talk?
Josh.
Just hang up. I can't talk. Hello. Yeah. Oh, hey. Listen, I didn't realize y'all could hear me, so why don't I just go ahead and I'll kind of catch everybody up on what they missed. So Andrew has been trying to speak at tonight's meeting. He's reached out to Pat Rios, and he has he was kind of informed that he couldn't speak, and he was like, "Come on, this is a public meeting. I need to speak. I need to speak." And Pat Rios was throwing up something about COVID and Greg Abbott and what was going on with, under these conditions. So we were all under the impression that nobody could speak. And so Andrew did what he was supposed to do, and he wrote out his written remarks, and he submitted them. And then when it came time at the beginning of the meeting, Pat Rios called on Andrew to speak, and he wasn't really ready to speak because he was kind of had his statement. So Andrew said, basically, if I can paraphrase him, and he can come back and he can tell me if this is correct or not. He said, "Hey, look, the citizens of your community have spoken. They want to have a say-so on spending so much money." He said he talked about the last weekend when he was out there for 24 hours, Saturday and Sunday, like a lot of other people, Candace, April, Katie, Jackson, a lot of great people were out there, and they heard the same thing. The people in our community want to have a say-so in the spending of money. And that's where he kind of left it. And he was like, do the right thing, represent your people. Then Lynn Powers got up, and Lynn Powers is the Killegro HOA Homeowners Association lady. And she talked about how we have been misrepresenting the facts that are going on, that we're using bad information to convince people to get upset about this CO that the city and the county both want to go out for. She talked about that Oh, I'm sorry. It was not. Pat Rios read her statement. My wife corrected me. Read her statement, and she said and talked about how there wasn't a $70,000 for a slide, and that's just not true. If you look at their own documents, you can tell that there's $70,000 that are designated to a slide. Then after that, Phil Salome or whatever that guy's name is, the guy who owns Ace, he got up and he spoke about the importance of economic development, why he reiterated basically what he said to the county commissioners about the need for this large governmental complex downtown. At that point, he had his speech. It was 3 minutes. To be honest with you, it was a little bit forgettable, so I don't remember it. But they went to executive session, and then I believe it was Vicky Pittick or Patik. I don't know her name. I don't know her last name, but she got on and said, "Chat."
The time is 7:41.
Hold on. All right.
And Rockport City Council is back in session. We went into executive session under Government Code 551.071, which is consultation with attorney. While we were in session, City Secretary has acknowledged that there are enough signatures on the petition. So we will, we don't have a complete total yet. We haven't finished counting, but they do have, there is an excess of signatures on that to satisfy the requirements. So right now, I'll entertain a motion from the council. We need to unmute.
Whoever wants to speak, if they'll raise their
Yeah.
hand.
Any council member that wants to speak, can you please raise your hand?
And I mean it on the screen. I'm trying to, I can't see their faces.
Yeah. Jake Hansen, so
Yeah, I can't see them on here. Okay. So, Sasky, unmute. JD, I see JD, unmute.
I'd like to make a motion to table this item until August 25th, our next meeting.
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion from Mr. Villa and a second from Mr. Sasky. Any further discussion, council? Take a roll call vote. Ward 1.
Aye.
Ward 2.
Aye.
Ward 3.
Aye.
Ward 4.
Aye.
Mayor, aye. So the motion is tabled until next Tuesday. Or it's to table till next Tuesday. And I will go to item 3, entertain a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
A motion from Mr. Sasky, a second from Ms. Hatman. All in favor? Ward 1.
Aye.
Aye.
Ward 2, aye. Ward 3.
Aye.
Ward 4.
Aye.
Mayor, aye. Time is 7:44, and we're adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Little kind of filling y'all in here. What just happened? Pat Rios came back out of executive session. He said that the petition had enough signatures, that they were going to table it for the next meeting, which is on the August 24th. He doesn't know how many signatures over that that the petitioners got, but the petition did work. The citizens of Aransas County and Rockport this week have spoken out, and they've clearly said, without a doubt, give us the right to hear our voice, have our voice spoken. Congratulations to everybody who worked at this. There was a lot of volunteers who put up a lot of time and effort getting this thing done. This Rockport is an amazing place to live. Great people live here. Don't let anybody tell you that you're a naysayer because you want to participate in what goes on here, because you want to have a voice in how things run here. Don't let those people bring you down. Know that why you're doing these things is because you love your community and you want it better. Thank you guys. Signing off.